Good morning. Caitlin is going to be taking a separate car today because she has some things to do through the day. And I'm headed to school, not terribly early, but a little bit early. So I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you at the end of the day yesterday, but everything kind of went crazy because I had to get right out of there because Caitlin had an awards ceremony to go to for her technical school that she attends in the mornings. So she was the recipient of 2 awards. She got a landscaping award and a student excellence award. And the award ceremony was like 90 minutes long. So I still needed to set up my room for the transformation today. So we took 2 separate cars. We dropped one off in the town where I work and then went on to where she has her school. We went to the awards ceremony. Then we came back, dropped her off at that car. My husband and I went to my classroom and we worked in my classroom until 10 o'clock. So about an hour and a half, I'd say, putting things up and setting things out and getting things ready. I don't have everything done, but I didn't want to have like the station set up because I didn't want the kids to see them right away. But I did need to have like the walls covered and all that stuff because there's no way I would have time to do that this morning. So I have a special outfit to wear, of course. And I was thinking about making a little introductory video for the kids so they know what they're doing. So I'm going to do that when I get there. When my kids are at specials, I'm going to set up the rest of the things around the room and then we'll get started. And it's going to be really fun, I think. I think they're really going to enjoy it. It's going to be all science and social studies standards that we're going to be hitting. It's extra practice and review. So I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a great day. We also have an assembly today, but it's not a super big one. Like it's not a huge school-wide one. It's a grade level one for our terrific kids and good citizens, which we do once a month. So that'll be about probably 20 minutes and then we'll go back to what we were doing. All right, I will catch you later and let you know what's going on. Greetings, recruits. Welcome to the MiB training facilities. Each of you has been specially chosen for your unique abilities. You will be completing a series of 5 training missions, each specially designed to test your visual acuity, mental fortitude, knowledge base, and problem-solving capabilities. Read carefully and follow directions thoroughly. Good luck, recruits. Welcome to my Men in Black transformation. Greetings from Men in Black training facilities. Oh my gosh, people, I am not even exaggerating when I tell you that this transformation has been amazingly phenomenal. The kids are so excited. Like they're always excited for these, but this one is just like different because they're just like so into every single part of it. They love all of the things that they get to do. It's so cool. I'm just walking around going, oh, I love this, I love this, I love this. I don't want to stop. But unfortunately, we're running out of time. So they're at lunch right now, and I'm heating up this because I never had breakfast or anything. So I'm just going to have that because it's quicker. So here is what they record all of their information in. And I'll go into more of this after school, like when the day's over and I'm getting ready to go home. I'll go around to each station and I'll explain everything to you because Caitlin has the other car and she doesn't have to wait on me, so I'll have time to do that. Plus I'll need to kind of tidy up a little bit. But amazing. The engagement level is through the roof. The behavior is pretty good. Some of them get a little wild because they're excited and I just go, okay, you know, chill out. We got to chill out here. And they do. They calm down. But they're working together pretty well. Every once in a while we have a little disagreement. We have to kind of have a mediator, me. So Agent J comes over and mediates the problem and we figure it out. But it's just awesome. Now, I knew that the one where they have to figure out where to put each alien to live was going to take longer than most of the other ones because they have to research the continents and what landforms are there and the climates. So I knew that would take a lot more time. And most of the groups are only getting like 2 of those out of the 7 done, which is fine. So I have been giving them these double-sided as their mental challenges, as part of their challenges. So whenever they are waiting for the next rotation to start, they just go grab this and they work on it while they're waiting. And it's been great because this is a challenge. They're having to figure out what letter to change and what word it's supposed to be when they change it. So super awesome. So I'm keeping them going. It's just, I cannot even tell you how excited they are and how excited I am watching them. And really they've done pretty well without any guidance from me, which is really good. Now, yeah, sometimes they do get stuck and I do go over and I go, here's a hint on that. Try this. And they're like, oh, okay. I did explain every single station before we even started. I went through the book and I explained every single station. I went to the station. I showed them the materials. I told them what they were going to be doing. Then I said, do you have any questions? Then I went to the next one. And since there are only 5, it did not take that long. And then, of course, I'm around to help them if they get stuck because I'm their trainer, right? They're just trainees. They don't know everything yet. Yeah. I wanted to show you something cool, though. So I made a neuralizer. You know the flashy thingy? Check it. So I showed this to them and I said, you know, at the end of the day, I might have to neuralize you and make you forget everything because this is all a secret. And they're like, I said, you know, if you're not going to continue being, you know, an MiB recruit or an agent, either one, I'll have to neuralize you because we can't be sharing our secrets with the world, right? Because then everybody would be bugging us. Which is why I just put a black thing in front of our door, just a black piece of paper. I didn't put anything on it because it's supposed to be kind of nondescript. It's not supposed to stick out. You're not supposed to be able to Google MiB headquarters and find it, right? So just a black piece of paper. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to eat my lunch, brunch, whatever. And then I forgot I didn't print out my Star Wars stuff, so I need to do that too. And it's just words, so it shouldn't take long. But I'm gonna have them clean up when we come back, basically putting their papers away. They're gonna put their names on their papers and turn them in. And I've collected their booklets and I've collected their name badges because we're not finished. Now when we're finished, they'll get to take these home. And then I'm gonna keep these so that I can check them. So very, very cool. All right, I will tell you more later, but I need to eat my lunch before time's up. And then I need to get my kiddos and get them cleaned up and packed. And then we're gonna do our controlled vowels for Star Wars with our Jedi training. I have the little booklets for that. These little guys. So inside here, they have to go around the different stations and sort the words. So all of the R control vowel words will be mixed up at each station and they have to sort them by which one they are. Happy which one they are. Okay, on that happy note, I'm gonna go. Okay, I thought I would tell you a little bit about each station or training mission. So this is all about push and pull and force and motion. So the kids have little cars and they have ping pong balls and then they have different magnetic things that are different weights and tape so that they can experiment with what a change in mass does to the change in speed of their object. So I have them check and see what it does without something attached to it, and then they got to add weight to it and push it and see what it did to that. So they recorded their findings after experimenting with different things. This training mission is all about sound and vibration. So the students each got a tympanium tube from the Tympanium Federation, and they got to mark in their books how the speed of the movement of this tube changed the sound. So if you did it slow, it might not do anything. Did it a little faster. If you did it faster still, if you did turbo speed, what it would do. So they just marked in their books what each different action did. This training mission was all about seed dispersal and pollination. So the students got to create some kind of device or object that would help disperse seeds in a space station where there were no living beings and no wind. So they got to create an artificial animal or something that would disperse the seeds in this space station so that they could grow plants. Then they took a picture of the thing that they created with an iPad, and they drew it in their book and labeled it with diagrams. This mission was all about classification. They had to classify objects by 3 different qualities. So I chose color, texture, and hardness. Each one of these little containers, which these are made out of French fried onions, each of these contains a different object. And so they would open up the container, take out the object, and then they would classify it in their little grid. It's this color, it's this texture, and it's this hardness level. And I gave them a scale of 1 to 10 for their hardness level, 1 being very soft and bendable, 10 being very hard and not bendable. So they all have the same kind of parameters. These are just spray painted K-cups, and I'm using these as power cells that were recovered from this spacecraft over here in our laboratory. And we have poor Space Bob here, the pilot who did not make it, unfortunately. So we have done some experiments on him and taken all kinds of samples. This creature was found in the spacecraft, and so is this little nasty guy. He bites, so we decided to contain him. And here are some of the things we used to obtain the samples. There's some eggs of something that we found in the spacecraft. We're not sure what it is. So hopefully we can learn a lot from Space Bob. This here is a set of bathtub stoppers that I just spray painted silver. And I realized that I just took the ring out of this. If you put these together, it kind of made a switch type of a thing. I was telling the kids this might have been part of like the guidance system of the spacecraft or something that had an on-off switch or something. So I just kind of let them fiddle with that. Over here was the section for social studies and creating a map. So there are 7 different alien species that are coming to our planet to immigrate. Well, it is their job to figure out which continent each alien should live on, and they each had to live on a different one with certain climate requirements. So, for example, Canopians thrive on a damp climate and require tropical rainforest environments. Well, they used this research guide. There's a QR code they could scan. They would take them to the website that had information about this place, and they could match up the aliens to the things in the place. So Europe has plains. They have the largest uninterrupted plain on Earth. So if we find this card here, it says terrarians require living on a plain with mild temperatures that has cold winters and warm summers. Well, if you look on here, it's a plain. Temperatures are mild with warm summers and cold winters. There you go. So they would match that up in their book. Then they created a map with a key and a title, and I'll show you the booklet now. As I mentioned earlier, the kids were super excited to do this, and it didn't take anything for them to just do their work. I didn't have to go around and go, oh, you need to be doing this, go messing around, blah, blah, blah. They wanted to do it so much. They were so excited. And they even asked about the alien. They're like, what does the rest of his body look like? And so at the end of the day, I said, okay, so if you're really good listeners and I can tell you all the things I need to tell you about Monday, then I'll probably have time to show you the rest of Space Bob. So that's why I named him Space Bob. So I pulled him out of there and I showed them what he looks like. Okay, I also want to show you one more thing because it's kind of cool, and I'll show you right here. Okay, so I got this cool like nightlight thing, and it looks better in the dark, and the bad thing is you have to plug it into your computer, but you don't have to have your computer open, it just needs the power. So watch this. How awesome is that? Let me turn the light off so you can see it better, but it kind of looks 3D. Okay, now you can see what it looks like against a black backdrop in the dark. See how it kind of comes out and looks 3D? It also changes color. Isn't that awesome? All right, I just wanted to show you a few things around the room in case you're curious. So these all the way across the back of my room here, those are just black tablecloths from the Dollar Tree, so $1 a piece, and I have a slew of them because I use them for every classroom transformation. Because for one thing, it blocks everything out. They're not super long, which is fine. It kind of gives the illusion. And if you have lots of things in your room like I do, because I have like a listening station here and I have an easel over here and some things, you can cover things up and kind of make them fade into the background, which is nice. This light came from Amazon, and I will link it for you in case you're interested in it. And there are lots of other ones. Space Bob here came from Amazon. He's just an inflatable little alien dude. See? The white tablecloth came from Dollar Tree as well. My Beaker Set came from Amazon. It was all one set. These are just those breakfast bowls that I eat like every day. I save them for whatever. These are just little jars from Dollar Tree. This little dude was in the toy section of Dollar Tree. These little syringe things are just medicine things for like animals. I got them from the vet to give Pikachu his liquid medicine. And this is the same kind of thing, just a different size. This squishy ball thing came from Walmart in the toy section. These little containers you can get at Walmart, like $2 or $3 for a huge pack, like a 50 or something. This is lime jello inside. I did not put the cold water, I just did the hot water. So I got a big package and I did 2 cups of hot water, and then I poured it into here, and then it hardened, and it's a lot harder than regular jello, so it doesn't wiggle. Okay, so this is a lot thicker than it would have been if I'd put all the water in. Okay, these are a combination of different things. So some of these are just straight jello. Some of these are just water and food coloring. And some of these are a mixture of water and food coloring and jello. So it just depends. So there are different thicknesses, different viscosities over here of these little test tube dudes. And like these came from Amazon as well. Now that I've shown you everything, I'm going to have to neuralize you. So look right there. Just kidding. This, if I didn't mention before, is a toothbrush holder that's been spray painted silver. Yes, I thought they were super cool. I just got them at Walmart. Yes, just like Walmart, normal Walmart, not even online. So they were like $1.17 or something. I don't know, super cheap. I did learn though that you don't want to open them up after you've spray painted them because the paint will crack. So I did open them up and I put them on a plunger stick. Yeah, I had some plungers left over from my movie theater transformation. And so I used those to hold these, and I just opened them up and set them on the handle part so I could spray paint it. And then I came back later and closed it, and then I laid it down and spray painted the part that didn't get spray painted. So I thought it worked out pretty well, and I already had these little notches, so pretty cool. Looks like the little buttons on a neuralizer. So if you looked right here and I neuralized you, you would have been told some kind of weird story, and then you wouldn't remember anything that you just saw. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little peek into my classroom and part of our classroom transformation fun. We had a really great Friday today. We didn't get 2 of the rotations done, so we will do those after our field trip on Mondays. As I mentioned before, we still have 2 rotations that we didn't get to do because these took a while. So at least 20 to 30 minutes per station. And Fridays are shorter, so we didn't get everything in. But that's okay because Monday is our field trip. And we will get back early enough that we'll have probably an hour, hour and a half left before school is out. So I thought that would be a great time to make up these last 2 rotations and also to finish off anything that the kids did not do in their Jedi training manuals. So some of them didn't finish sorting all of the R-controlled vowel words. Some of them didn't get to finish their opinion writing. So there was a would you rather be a Jedi or a Stormtrooper and why? So that was our last thing that we did. Some of them didn't quite get finished with these, filling in the blanks or the rhyming words, and a few of them didn't finish their word search that had some R-control vowels in it. So they'll have a little time to work on that too. And then every time they finished a station, they could color the little character that was on their page. Pretty neat. And I can put that in my store too if you're interested. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Happy to share. I tried to talk about everything that I did, but I may have glossed over something that you want more information about, and I'm happy to answer anything that you want to know. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.